It's a nice off angle, and he knows that anyone that takes any contact will be pushing down ramp first. So he can prioritise that one. Bit finding that opening headshot here over towards the A site, though, and with Boomich tapping away. Simple, that's a crispy shot. And it all falls onto Kalinka oh so quickly, and there's nothing he can do either. Pepsi, but no, that makes more sense, like Pepsi can. Right, fair enough, makes sense. Force buy here, of course, for bankaPEPSI. Oh, my goodness. See if this is going to be sufficient. bankaPEPSI are looking pretty fierce right now. And if Line could have won that one, it would have been a game changer. But instead, they're denied at the door. And the FAMAS and the AUG, they just tear through the attack.
Despite having a two-man disadvantage, they read that attack from bankaPEPSI perfectly. They knew full well the attack was coming from Ivy.
Maybe farm some frags.
Perfecto. His duel onto the Lime is going to be an opening, but instead it's simple to get that initial frag. We've got Electronic to help clear out. Eventually, both players fall. Electronic Perfecto falling to the pistols means that in a 2-on-3, Boomich loses his head to Lime there. Simple, while he does trade, he's got free reign to the bomb. They know that Lime is towards the other side of the site. Because of that, he's just going to have to save that FAMAS, and at least it reduces the investment next round, but the reality is it's still 2-1 to NaVi. For NaVi, with another investment here, there's Electronic alone on B, and as the flash over in Ivy, beautiful shot by Lin there. By some miracle, he gets that kill, puts even more pressure onto Electronic. NaVi can't risk rotation now, especially a man down, because Electronic has to solo hold this site. He spots out two members as they just push out from ramp, and with no way to trade them, he instead is just forced away by the volley, caught out by both members as they swing into him, and for Simple, he now has to go huge. Missed shot by Problem, well, it's a nice flick, it doesn't quite land if you Perfecto in a 1v3. Good with Perfecto. Switching between weapons. Does he swap the player into CT? Yes, he does. There's the first. That's very quick. And for Lin, low HP means that he's really rolling the dice trying to push Perfecto now. And as he hides in connector, that bomb goes off. It doesn't quite spot the back of Kalinka, giving him a perfect chance to flank now. And Simple, he's ready for it. Just like that. As the first kill, mad advantage for NaVi. And with a minute to toy with, bankaPEPSI may have to reconsider their approach.
Oh, this is all starting to fall apart. An early trade that was fantastic put them in a strong position, but since that point, they've crumbled. Simple, single-handedly dismantling this attack, and he's hungry for more. He's still on the angle with this sniper, and as the third man peeks into him, he whiffs the shot. Lin able to capitalize off of it. Still a man advantage here for NaVi, but with 30 seconds on this clock, C-Power on the angle, he's got Lin aggressing on top of the blue train. Should be able to eliminate Perfecto, absolutely does. Should spot the man here in Ivy. Timing doesn't quite bless him though, and Bit, he can just play the time right now. He knows there's 15 seconds on this clock. He knows he doesn't need to fight until it's tapped, but oh my goodness, Lin, he's going huge. It's his third kill of the round. He's good for the fourth, potentially, as Electronic, only with an MP9 in hand, about to walk into the angle, gets timinged, and now he presses further forward. C-Power up close shows us.
Mac 10 might be able to flank these members the second they make contact. Will Lime see the players boosted in connector? No, he doesn't, but it's missed shot. Simple punished for it. Lime to double down onto Bit. The flank of the Mac 10 makes a bit of noise as Perfecto comes out of con. The nade is perfect, and Electronic with a 3k there. While 1 was good, 2 was better with the nade, 3 is just in. Out comes the execution. Electronic assisted by Simple for this defense. The molly is momentarily too slow, but that doesn't stop Electronic. He's good for 2, as is Simple, leaving Kalinka, the only man
in the round, go for those early picks, or play super defensive and try and bring it into
for a all-out contact onto Simple there. There's the jump, there's the swing. Problem first to fall. 4-on-4. Lime to trade. A lot of damage done there. Simple misses. Z-Power onto Electronic, but Simple into all the pressure in the world. Lin to finish him off. Leaves Bit in a 1v4.
No real util behind them. Z-Power's only found himself 1 kill as well, so it's not off the back of his heroics. It's everybody else pulling their weight with the Deagles. I don't want to say it was Simple's fault. He found the opener, then he was overwhelmed, but everybody else... Well, a man advantage here for bankaPEPSI. It's the first time they've had it in a little while, but it's negated quite quickly. 4-on-4. And Electronic. It's a big kill for him. Problem able to find one back, but it's instantly traded by Boomich. Simple with another in the meantime. And NaVi consistently keep these numbers in their favour. As we come down to the 45-second mark, and with a man advantage, Banker, they're trying to wriggle their way onto the A site, but Bit's going to deny it.
All on Z-Power, 1v3. The AWP of Banker. He does have his favoured weapon in hand, but with players on all angles, getting off this site is going to be difficult, and if he can get off this site Will he even be able to hold it? No, he won't. Bits, quick kill, quick clean up, and
he won't. He'll be a little bit strapped for cash. So he needs to make sure that either he goes huge here or he saves that weapon. As we go 1-for-1 early on, though, they'll be able to get onto this B site and get the plant at the very least. If Simple gets mollied off, that's going to give them further time, further space to work with. And now, a pretty even round.
aggression in the backline from Z-Power. He's Perfecto. Perfecto doubling down, puts all the pressure onto Lime now. The flash lands just above him, but it won't matter. Perfecto with 3, on for the 4th as Lin's left alone in a 1v4 with a single MAC-10 to his name. Sure, the bomb's down, sure it's something to defend, but the second that bomb's out, the second he swings, he'll be swinging to his death. He knows that, and as he peeks out, there's Simple to finish the job. NaVi with 9 and Bank main. Instead, the aggression from Kalinka tries to trade it just on Blue Train. Missed opportunity, but it's recovered with a kill onto Perfecto. Lime on Boomich leaves us in a 5-on-3 with damage onto on an execution. And as they leave main on E-Box, what damage can Simple do? AK in hand, spots out the first, tries to double down, able to do that with Simple. It's Electronic to cover him to the left, and just like that, Electronic, 2 for each members, and for Bits in IV, he catches out Kalinka. They turn a 5v.
He's got an AWP, but he's going aggressive with the P250. It's madness. Eventually he falls away from it, though.
Bold, to say the least. Simple exchanging blows with Kalinka, and there's Bit. He switches to the AWP in the nick of time to get that kill. So Simple may not even begin to expect Problem to be here. Problem, while it's messy, is able to trade, and in a 2-on-2, Banker, now with the plants and with backlines control, this gets even easier for them. Kalinka, though, HP definitely can be exploited, but will that exploitation come? Instead, Electronic expects the aggression. Kalinka first to fall. Problem, unable to trade an upper. But Electronic, who takes his time with this aggression, is able to survive as Problem gives his position away, finished off by Bits. And NaVi, they just seem to have the perfect response that should try to deter Banker from doing anything too aggressive too quickly.
And the reason that there's that 12-3 benchmark there isn't just because it's a random number that you've come up with. It's because it all then falls down to the pistol round. If you end up having a 12-3 half and then you lose the pistol, that's it. It's GG. Your opponents can get onto map point off the back of the pistol. But right now, it's looking like they might be able to make this 4. Electronic doesn't spot C-Power go up on top of the green train, and C-Power is able to finish things off.
Straight into Lin, who is just going for the info here rather than that kill. Simple. Doesn't matter. Instant execution onto Lin. That causes the smoke out. That causes the rotation around. And for Z-Power, while he tries to trade in this corner, he's swarmed at all angles. Good for 1. Can't quite double down as he runs out of ammo. Elsewhere, Perfecto falls into a 3-on-3 with Simple taken down by Problem, leaving us in a 2-on-3 with Bits down to a 3-on-2, 2-on-2, now 2-on-1 with Problem. Coming out from IV, he's running into an angle where both members know where he is. Electronic, quick kill, and once again, NaVi.
Until next round, though. And this is more than likely going to go 14-4, which is a rather dangerous scoreline. Then you're really cutting it down to the wire, especially up against a team like NaVi that are just so powerful.
Simple going for the confidence plays now, just taking straight face duels with anyone who will peek him, and as he does attempt to tap them down, he's allowed his team to get out onto B, but as he finishes off Kalinka, he's continuing this rampage. Eventually, Problem stops him, but he's the only one left. It's all on Problem in a 1v4. Perfecto finishes the job. NaVi with Electronic ready to swing out from Ivy. He hard clears Green Train anyway. Good for 1. Lime to trade. Simple. Low HP is forced back by the Molotov, and because of that, Lime, he reestablishes control. With Kalinka, they finish off both members, and with a 3-on-2 now. Perfecto, that's a beautiful shot onto Lime, hoping to... Simple, though, holding the cross means that unless this kill does come through, that it does for Problem. Simple, on just 12 HP, has to 1v2 with 5 seconds left. bankaPEPSI, they may have delivered on their first round of their CT side, making it 5. Something like Boomich rather than Boomball 4.
Yeah, Lime. Yeah, that's how we've been told to say it. And yeah, we've just been told by our producer as well that we are right. We are saying it correct. So there you go, Lime.
Actually pretty proud of knowing that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's huge. You've had an advantage here for bankaPEPSI, and they're looking like they're finding their footing here on their CT side. It's unfortunate that they lost so many rounds on their attack, because I feel like the CT side, it is their better side here on Train, but of course when you pick into a map, your opponents get their pick on the sides, and here on Train you're always going to pick into your CT half first, so it just puts them at an inherent disadvantage. It's not a lost cause just yet, as they pull back that 6th.
How do they stop this with... Perfecto, he'll be joining Boomich with this flank up to beat. Yeah, it's a mass slaughter now. Z-Power Problem both chime in, but the AK is simple. It's getting a bit of mileage. 2 kills on the flank, leaves it into a 3-on-3. Electronic chiming onto Lin on the flank, leaves it into both the Kalinka and Lime. Lime shows his position from behind. Good for 1. Leaves Kalinka for bit. Electronic on the flank, M4 in hand. Unfortunately, if he can't get his kill onto Kalinka, and he can't do it quickly, which he can't, banka gonna hit 7 with NaVi with a response. Eking out the CXZ power aggressing in Ivy. With Electronic falling to Lin as well, there's a trade. Z-Power to Simple on the jump spot there. It leaves us in a 4-on-3. Boomich is able to get away, but get away to what? Bit falling to Lime leaves the lone 2 members of NaVi who have just been dismantled. banka, who at this stage, in this default, are looking to really stop him now. With Boomich and Perfecto low HP, he has an opening to attempt to push, but still a 1v4, and without a kill quickly, there's the first, Lin to trade, to assist, there's the push, Simple, not spotted out from heaven though, because of that, Lime's good for 1, trade there by Kalinka, 3-on-3, low HP on Kalinka's punished by Boomich, and as that bomb goes down, Z-Power's good for 1, comes out from main, and eventually Perfecto from the flank, assisted by Bit, will finish the job, leaving Lin in a 1v2. His rifle actually blocks the vision here, and as he does drop himself eventually, there's the first, it's the first bit of damage. Will Lime be able to stop them? The flash actually blinds his teammate there, Perfecto. Not swinging off the back of it. Instead, Lime now peeks in. Perfecto there to trade. Kalinka to get the next say of the matter, maintaining the advantage.
But he's done it with the C4.
No.
That's absolutely bonkers. The molly doesn't go far enough. It hits Kalinka, so he's able to stick around behind it, and now it all falls onto Simple. 1 versus 4, hits the 2. Now the 2v1 knows where the bomb is, going to deploy the molly in deep. That should clear it out. And Kalinka, oh no, it hits a weird bit of geometry. Kalinka's able to stick around. Best hitters out the server. Kalinka, the man that's been putting up the big numbers. He's 25-19 right now. And he's looking to try and hit this shot, but as he hits the leg,
It's to Ivy to join his teammate to stack up and hope that there'll be safety in numbers. In this case, Electronic, he won't care if there's numbers or not. He swings into them, lines up the first, Lime to trade, tagged in the process. Information given to NaVi, knowing where the location of one of them is, means they can take this fight through the smoke. Lime falls having whiffed, leaving all onto Problem in this 1 versus 4. What on earth can he do here, Josh? I don't know. As he looks to peek into them from Tunnel 2, he'll do so going straight into Perfecto. There's the first kill. And with an opening, he's taking no damage. There's a chance, but it's a faint glimmer of a chance. As Simple finishes the job, it proves it was just a pipe dream. banka, credit where credit is due for making it. Already deployed their utility almost entirely now, are going for this mid to B split. Bit to lead that charge as he dives up, just executes Lin there, who's caught with his pants down, and because of that, Boomich on the flank onto the line, Electronic onto Kalinka. The only man set aside is Problem. He picks up, unable to cause a problem, is shut down by Electronic, leaving Z-Power alone in a 1v4. And I tell you what, Josh, I think that is a fairly quick clean-up of the banka defense.
it really is, yeah. If there's anything that's been pretty rock solid throughout this series so far, it's NaVi's incredibly decisive pistol rounds. We saw a very similar affair over on Train as well, but they were absolutely able to wipe the floor in it, and we're seeing an attempted knife kill here from Simple. Oh no.
You stagnate and long, your opponents can aggress to, tunnels, they can aggress to a top mid, and means you have to aggress, well, you have to just push instantly. However, Simple, he does the opposite and instead just kills everyone before the flank can come through. So, fair enough. That should be a quick hit away. And Electronic on the pre-fight doesn't quite finish them off, though. And because of that, NaVi, on their cross, might take a bit of damage done here.
Oh, the man advantage here for NaVi. Of course, they're going to push over towards this A bomb site. Kalinka's smoke, whilst it gives him safe passage to cross, it almost helps NaVi a little bit here. It allows them to get onto that bomb site. Simple, who's rather vulnerable on 20 HP, is in the clear. Maybe not, with Lime shooting him right through the smoke. That's a crisp headshot. Yeah, really, really tough retake. And realistically, I think they're here to just do some damage, maybe try and find a rifle.
So, whiffs really hard there, and his Problem shuts him down. That bomb is too far gone. They're not going to be able to defuse it. But look at the damage they've just done to these members. Lime shutting down Boomich, using it all onto Bits. I mean, yeah, he gets the kill, but for NaVi.
Over on Train, they weren't as one-sided as that, and right here, My goodness, that 9-1. I don't think that bankaPEPSI have any opportunity of taking this one. Somehow in the eco, though, they're getting some mileage out of it. We actually saw at the very start of Train, as soon as they've confirmed that it's a hard long hit, they've taken the bomb over to B, and once they get that plant, it should be solid. Simple, though, the trigger discipline waits for them to pass, only finds 2, but that should be sufficient damage to close this one out, especially considering neither of these remaining CTs have any Kevlar.
I fully expected to see a just flashy 4 bullets, 4 kills, all straight executions to the back of the head. Instead, really nice recovery from Banker there. So just shut him down instantly, only losing 2 members. And in a 2-on-2, once again, damage is all they really need to do here, considering they are on an eco. Lime, ready to go through window. He's got his teammate in tunnels. Boomich for the first. Bit, awaiting Lime for the second. Able to deliver means that 2 AKs get saved. The worry with Lime as well is that he does have a position where the second he takes a bullet, he just dies. Over on mid though, and over on long, Perfecto and Boomich with kills. Z-Power to duel, and tell you what, dueling Z-Power is something I would consider terrifying. The molly lands right onto him. He's forced forward. Z-Power executing Simple with a bullet that goes skull mush skull wall, and for Boomich on long, taps down what he can, but Lime to trade leaves it all onto Electronic, who's finished off by Z-Power. And that is a really clear. Can he take this fight? And we see there is a massive delay between us and you guys, isn't there? It's about a minute.
I think it's about a minute, 70 seconds, something like that. So, yeah, we're a little bit behind you. Either way, couple of nice kills there. Remember, that was a 5-on-3 just a moment ago. Perfecto and Electronic getting some mileage. The issue is they've taken a lot of damage from those engagements. So whilst it's a 3-on-3, they've got a combined health of about 19, but that doesn't matter when Boomich is still doing damage. Now, he's the pincer. Kalinka needs to be scared. I'm surprised Perfecto commits to the wide swing. Boomich swings to try and trade off of it. Electronic's there to support, but in the 1-on-1 with such low HP, he's just run across the doors. It's mental. Lin runs through the fire. Couple of spams through the wall, not going to connect. Electronic loses his life early. That's one of the harder hitters. That's one of the rifles gone. Perfecto in the meantime, though, able to open things up on the B-bomb site. And it all comes down to this duel between Simple and C-Power. C-Power, what a shot, though. It's unreal. It's instantly traded, so we continue to go into this 3-on-3. But Kalinka still holding the fort.
That kill is exactly what's required for Banker to give a chance of a retake. If it goes 3-on-3 without the B site, usually that is just a matter of saving. You can't follow through on that. But for Perfecto, center site, he's got to hold both the door and window while Boomich aggresses into Lin. There's the kill, 2-on-2. Now the window player has to make up for that lack of push. And while they flash the player out of window, Perfecto's good for the first. Lime in a 1 versus 2. M4 posted on Boomich's position. However, it may not be enough. He continues to make his way out from doors. Brings out a shot. Boomich with a clean.
He was absolutely on fire on Train. And here, I'd be expecting him to do the same. For C-Power, how has he missed that shot? Does actually follow it up and find it. But as you see the kills come through on B, once again, bankaPEPSI have lost the site. It's a very doable 3-on-3, but how do they get it done when they've just been locked out the site?
They need this retake to land instantly. That's a really nice molly from Lime there that lands straight onto Xbox. It should deter, I believe that'll be Simple from holding an angle. Instead, he has to reposition. That's a real way to push. And for Banker, they brace themselves for a hit. Looks like they're actually going to attempt this retake. There's the flash. Here's the push. Lime to lead the charge through the doors. Lin on his back to assist. Kalinka for the first. Trade by Bit. Tries to double down. Unable to do so, but Lin with a 3k there. Or 2k even, supported by Kalinka, is able to...
Pepsi. We saw it the other day from Akuma when they took Gambit to double OT. We're seeing it here. 16-11 on the first map, and right now, this is looking even more contentious. Electronic, though, my goodness. 2 beautiful openers. Very, very fast headshots.
It's likely, but as he peeks across the other side of the smoke, he needs a kill and quickly. Through the smoke, problem flashed forward, killed off by Bit, leaves it all onto Z-Power. Mollied out of position, dives into CT, chased down in CT, and as Boomich realizes that he needs to up the tempo.
Go in the next.
I don't know how I feel about this force, to be honest, Josh. I think it was brave, but unfortunately, brave isn't what you want now. It's smart, and Bit's just pushing up short, supported by Boomich. They just delete the entire defense, and with Banker with a few players in mid to respond where they can, it's just not enough. With Lime falling, it's all on problem in a 1v5.
There's maybe a chance that maybe he's still on the bench for them or something. I'm really not too...
Holding this default and waiting for bankaPEPSI to attempt to recover that man differential, but the auto sniper, this time it works. Kalinka, he's the first casualty here, and Simple, he wants to try and follow through. Unable to do so, though. Instead, Electronic, ready for Lin in long doors, and NaVi, they are just braced, ready, and expecting everything Banker attempts to do now.
It's looking like it might be another flawless round. Oh, no, Simple doesn't find the kill with that auto sniper, but Electronic, this is a freebie for him onto C-Power. Bit finding Lime elsewhere.
Can Problem win this duel on long? If he loses this duel on long, that is the ace site crumbling. If he doesn't, then we might see us hold further still. Ooh. Electronic, though, instantly executing his opponents, and with Perfecto killing Lin over in mid. Boomich, he's even expecting the rotation in CT any second now. Line, he commits to it. Eventually he gets the kill, but on 19 HP, NaVi moves to go 11-4 up at the end of the half. Really strong stuff from them. Aggression in short now by Simple. Hiding in the Xbox smoke as that flash allows them to push forward. Electronic, oh, this is going to be perfect for Simple. Electronic baits them out. Simple on the flank. He's caught out by Problem, who turns around in the nick of time, though. Meaning that Boomich has to single-handedly hold the attack. And while he attempts to do so, he taps down what he can, but still no kill. Gives a man advantage to Banker in an afterplant position as well.
I mean, to be honest, throughout the mess of that, it's difficult to kind of read it, but the fact that Problem was able to turn around and watch that smoke's insane. What's even better is Perfecto's crispy headshots right now. He's found himself 2. He's hungry for more, but as he falls in the 2-on-1, there's nothing more he can do. He drops. Everyone is asking soon. Hot Tub streams soon.
Yeah, it will. She's really, I should elaborate on that. She has literally just been feeding us like this entirety. Neither of us are bothered to cook.
Yeah.
She's been great.
They're in a position where whilst NaVi had a brilliant first half, with bankaPEPSI winning the pistol and then pulling further away from that as well, we're sitting 7-11. There's a potential chance that they could maybe win this next, and we could see this scoreline tie up. It's looking pretty close right now.
As Electronic flashes, I was really distracting to see that. As Boomich, he looks the hole, the volley forces him back, was really low HP now, means that Electronic has to go huge. Luckily for him, Electronic does just that. 12 for NaVi for tunnels. This is where we see an execution. Bit. Can he stop them? Going 16-10, he's had a relatively good game. We'll see the execution. That counter flash should delay them momentarily, but the nade also has to chime in. Perfecto good for 1. Bit to trade. Perfecto good for 2. Can he make it 3 on Z-Power? Yes, he can. Clean round from NaVi, only taking 1 casualty. Simple with just a head angle now to fight Banker as they peek up from long. So they do so. Problem, the man to lead this charge. Simple, though, the man to get the first attack. Lime to full. Trade not there yet either, with a 5-on-3 after plant. Simple, he needs that smoke to stay up. The second it falls, he's going to be open season for these members, and he peeks to the ramp. Timing doesn't quite favour him as he's tagged down by Kalinka. He falls. Electronic to trade. Problem, while he gets the next say in the matter, there's still a man down. With 15 seconds left, they need to commit to a plant, and quickly. Problem falling means that little be out of money anyway and out of time. Because of that, he falls. NaVi at 14-9. They're going to be able to respond onto these members. There's that initial molly centre sight. That should delay a plant from Kalinka. Instead, Simple with the first kill. Lin to full. 3-on-3. Bomb goes down. Can it be held, though? The further mollies go down to Goose to keep it clear. Perfecto to lead the charge, spots out another member, but Lime gets the kill. The nades, they continue to land around their opponents. Perfecto good for another. Perfecto, low HP on Lime. He's not quite able to capitalize off the damage he's done. He sees the other player on long, though. Lime, kill onto Simple. Leaves Perfecto in a 1 versus 2. Make that a 1v1. Center sight now, as he has to duel Problem for this round. Again, beats the other side, taps that bomb, turns away, holds the defuse, and now as he tries to stick it, peek from Problem in the nick of time. He stops the defuse.
Around it, bit over-investing ever so slightly, but with the loss bonus, he can somewhat justify it. For Perfecto, the aggression, it works out beautifully. Man advantage taken. Electronic hoping he can get aggressive into lower tunnels. He's punished, and we go into a 4-on-4.
Boomich on the other side of this wall is finished off. Simple in the bait and switch. This is the first shot. He's been given a chance to ring out a second, and because of that, he's able to get away. Instead, it's all down to Bits. The only man without a rifle. He'll hear every single banker member come towards him. Can his CZ ring true? Yes, it can. Good for 1. Drops down, turns around, make it 2 onto Lin there, leaving it all onto Kalinka. 1 versus 3 for the lone man, and suddenly Bits. That's easy. It has this nasty tenacity to bite. However, Kalinka's AK the same problem from the flank. Perfecto gets the kill, and just like that, NaVi.
Banka will be on to 13. They'll be allowed a freebie in the next, and then we're playing 15-14. We're playing that overtime game, and I feel like, bearing in mind NaVi had such a huge lead, that's a crazy position for them to be in.
Yeah, that it is. Boomich, he goes aggressive on short now. Flashed by his teammate as he does so. He sits on the other side of the smoke, dives out from it. Z-Power the first to fall. He can't double down though. Electronic can though. Kill of his own. Good for 2. Kalinka to trade. Now becomes a 1v1, and with Bit on the flank, it leaves it all on to Kalinka now. Low HP. Bit on the jump spot. Unable to get the kill. With just 5 bullets in the chamber. He only needs 1. Just like that, we see Bit following through, when with that NaVi, they take the game 16-12. A really strong round from them. And, well, you wondered why they forced by? That's why.
Unreal. A round that they had very, very little equity in. But do you know what? They've given a run for their money. I'm pretty impressed with